This is incredible, Egypt. Salam alaikum. Good afternoon. Today is Friday, September 27th, 2024. Currently about 82 degrees Fahrenheit. That is 28 degrees Celsius. Welcome to beautiful Marsa Matruh. Look at this amazing beach. Just gorgeous, but nobody on it. Perhaps because it is Friday, the Muslim holy day. I wasn't sure what to expect, whether it was going to be busier or quiet, but there you can see we got chairs for people to sit at, umbrellas, and literally nobody here. Next I will go to Cleopatra Beach. We'll see if maybe it's a bit busier there. That is one of the most popular beaches in the area. But for now, we're visiting the Eye, right up ahead here, a hole in the rock. Man, oh man, that sun is intense. Not a cloud in the sky today. Yesterday was a little cloudier, scattered clouds, cooling things down. So I have a taxi there. He is taking me around to a few different points for the day. The charge will be 350 Egyptian pounds. That is just $7. And then it cost 20 pounds to come in here. That is less than 50 cents. Wow, look at that. The color of that water is just unreal. Man, it is definitely getting on time to take a swim. So I don't think that I'm going to swim at Cleopatra, but I'm planning to have him drop me over at Rommel Beach, which is on the other side of the bay, and then say goodbye to the taxi driver, and then explore around there and walk back to Marsa Matruh from there. So maybe I'll take a swim there. We'll see what it's like. But I don't really feel like taking a swim while, you know, taxi drivers waiting on me. And also I'm going to get the chance to swim in some really nice pools by the looks of it in the Siwa Oasis, where I'm going tomorrow. And we'll stay there for at least a week, most likely. Looks like you probably don't want to try to swim here. Get in that water and it could be tricky getting out. But a perfect spot right there. And managed to get up that right there. Let's get the 360-degree perspective here. Look at that coastline. The contrast of the blue water and the white sand and rocks. Really like nowhere else. And a ways that way is Greece, Crete Island. Somebody had mentioned the option of taking a boat from here. I mentioned that I have a flight out of Marsa Matruh here in about like 10 days. And they said, why don't you just take a boat? So I have no idea. I have done zero research on boats leaving from here. Of course, Marsa Matruh is a port city, as well as Alexandria, but my best guess is there are no like tourist ferries going from here to Greece or Italy or Turkey or Cyprus or whatever. I could be wrong, but I highly doubt that you can just like go get a ferry ticket and then take a boat across the Mediterranean this way. I think it would probably just be cargo ships, commercial, maybe some cruise ships could stop here. Not sure about that, but yeah, I just really don't think that that would be an option. But man, it is just mesmerizing looking into this water. How incredibly clear it is. Some of the clearest water that I've seen. All right, let's get over to Cleopatra Beach. So Cleopatra's Beach is just a 5-minute walk that way on the south side of this peninsula here. And then on this side there is the Cleopatra's Bath. I think it's like a natural rock pool, something like that. And more great views of the beautiful water, as well as a lot of garbage. A few people around. Now I'm really curious to see what it's like over at Cleopatra's Beach, if it's going to be busier there. Maybe that's where everyone is relaxing and enjoying the warm sunshine. But being the holy day, then I guess a lot of people are staying inside, praying, being with family, etc., as the Muslims do. So I guess this is it. A bath fit for a queen, maybe. And then we can get up there. So while I walk from Cleopatra's bath to Cleopatra's beach, I figured now was a good time to talk a little bit about Cleopatra, Queen of Egypt. Just some basic information that I've soaked up over the years of visiting, the countries and various sites where she was. So one thing that I learned just recently was the definition of the Hellenistic period. Unfortunately, we have this, I guess probably prayers being blasted out there. But anyway, so I hadn't realized exactly what the Hellenistic period was. So the Hellenistic period was a period of the Greek civilization that existed from the time of Alexander the Great, when he left Greece and started conquering all over the place and established Greek cities in many parts of the world. And then it ends with the death of Cleopatra. So Alexander the Great lived in the 4th century BC. Cleopatra died in 30 BC. So for more than 300 years, or about 300 years, was considered the Hellenistic period, when the Greek civilization was just spread, far and wide east through Anatolia, present-day Turkey, the Middle East, and Egypt here. And so Cleopatra was part Macedonian Greek. The Greeks were ruling here in Egypt after Alexander the Great established the city of Alexandria, where I just was before here. And so Julius Caesar comes into the picture, Mark Antony, and Julius Caesar decided that he wanted to control Egypt. Of course, Julius Caesar, Roman Empire, Cleopatra, Greek Empire. And as is portrayed in the movie Cleopatra, starring Elizabeth Taylor, then Julius Caesar wins. Cleopatra commits suicide, presumably because she would rather die as a queen than live as a prisoner of the Roman Empire. And so Julius Caesar wins, the Roman Empire takes over, and Egypt then becomes part of the Roman Empire from then on for a long while. Okay, so this is Cleopatra Beach. It's very narrow. A number of people here though. So across there is Marsa Matruh, and where I'm staying, straight across there. But to get here you have to drive around like that. Let's go take a look at another section of the beach. But not a whole lot going on here, although the water is really nice and calm and clear. Great spot for kids to swim. Such nice, calm, peaceful waters. All right, going to meet up with the taxi driver in about 10 minutes, and then we are going to drive all the way around through the city to the other side. So this is Cleopatra Bay. There is an entrance where two points come together, but no bridge over that. And so where I'm going next is the other side of the bay, and so we will drive all the way around it. So out there is Marsa Matruh, the city. The taxi driver dropped me off here, and I will walk back, or we'll see, maybe catch a taxi at some point around that way and see some of these nice beaches along the way. But first, there is the Rommel Cave Museum. So Rommel was a German military commander who was highly decorated in World War I and then also fought for the Nazis in World War II, including here in North Africa. But he turned against the Nazis and was involved in the assassination attempt of Hitler in 1944. And so he has kind of a complicated legacy of being a very skilled military commander, fighting for the Nazis, including commanding the Nazi invasion of France, but then saw the evil of Hitler and tried to counter him. So it is a museum inside a cave right here. And here we go, underground, cooling down, nice. So, hard to see, but I assume that is him. It was 100 Egyptian pounds. Entrance fee, that is $2. So there you can see Nazi flag. And I guess those were his military clothes there. Set of the personal belongings of Marshal Rommel, including a collection of his photographs in the military uniform, his khaki green leather coat, a wooden box for storing his clothes, helmets, and pistols. Set of administrative and archival belongings of German soldiers, including a field archive box used for keeping the German army files, a ceramic dish illustrating North African battles, a black fiber box used for reserving documents, and a group of the soldiers' helmets. I guess that's it. Got the swim trunks on, ready to get wet. I forgot to bring the GoPro, so won't be filming underwater, but not going to be too interesting anyways. So I'm going to poke around, see if it's a little less busy over this side. That water is looking nice, and people are definitely having fun. And this looks like a little bit mellower scene. Going to enjoy the water for a bit and then start the long walk back over there. And so I'm now feeling much more prepared for the long, hot walk. So this is my recommended setup for cooling down and keeping the sun off you. So first, of course, get in the water and just get your core temperature back down to normal when you're feeling overheated. And then I'm wearing the wet swim trunks, wet tank top, wet hat, and wet sarong. The sarong is a really crucial one. Keeps the sun off your arms and it will stay wet for a little while. And then I have the sarong, salam, there through the loop of the hat to keep the sun off the back of my neck there. Now that I have the short hair. All right, so should be a very interesting walk. Not exactly beautiful the whole way, but we'll see some more nice beaches, and once I get into the city, some more interesting city stuff. So that's where I was swimming. And here we go over Rommel's Bridge. So I guess one of the nicest beaches to see in the area is Akiba Beach. Akiba Beach was another 30 minutes driving past the eye where I was, the hole in the rock. And I decided I wasn't in the mood for an hour of driving there and back today. I wanted to keep it kind of simple, but I have a flight out of Marsa Matruh here in 10 days, and I'm going to the Siwa Oasis tomorrow for around a week, maybe a bit longer, maybe stay there like 9 days or something. But if I come back here and have a day free, then maybe I will make it a Akiba Beach day and go see one of the nicest beaches in Egypt. And we have an amazing mosaic here. So I wonder if that's supposed to be Cleopatra or just a local woman. Quite remarkable. I didn't know about this before, so lucky to walk past it. And so I'm almost back home. This is the restaurant where I ate the first night that I was here. Kimona had a big, amazing dinner. So much food, and really quite delicious. Boiled vegetables with meat, a cream of chicken soup that was really delicious, tahini, I love tahini, one of my favorite things, bread, and just had some water. Alcohol is not served at hardly any of the restaurants around here other than a couple of the fancy hotels. And then up ahead is where I had dinner last night. Some cheap eats. So this is where I ate last night. I had koshari. Koshari is a Egyptian dish. Comes in a bowl, a mix of a couple of different types of pasta, and then I think it was lentil beans and some meat and maybe something else, and then you get this really good tomato sauce that you put on top of it. If it wasn't for the tomato sauce, I was talking about, you know, the lack of sauces in Turkey. Without the tomato sauce, it would have been like so super dry and basically inedible. And then you put that really tasty tomato sauce on it, and it's really good. And it cost 30 Egyptian pounds. That is just 60 cents. All right, I'm just a couple of minutes from my hotel. Here's a bank. I'm going to get some more cash for the journey tomorrow to the Siwa Oasis. Looking forward to it.